This is NCERT Class 9 Science. Chapter 2 is Matter Around Us Pure, Part 3. In this video, we will discuss about techniques to separate component by its mixture. So let's begin. Heterogeneous mixture can be separated into their respective constituent by simple physical methods like handpicking, filtration and sieving, which we use in our day-to-day life. Handpicking, in which substance in a mixture can be separated by just picking them out with the help of hand from the mixture, is known as handpicking. Pebble, broken grains, insects are separated from the rice, wheat and pulses. In filtration method, what we do is that coffee bean, for example, coffee bean is filtered out from, coffee flavor is filtered out from coffee bean. So this way we can get a coffee flavor. In sieving, unwanted shape, size and particle can be separated from the mixture. So these are the some physical methods like handpicking, filtration, sieving, which separate the component from a mixture. Mixture can be separated by using a variety of technique. For example, evaporation, in which when solid present in a liquid is a non-volatile form, then we can separate solid from liquid. Another example is decantation by separating funnel, when the both liquids are in immiscible form. Third is centrifugation, when density of the components are different. Fourth is chromatography, when we can separate when color component are soluble in solvent. Fifth is sublimation, sublimable volatile component separated from a non-soluble, non-sublimable impurities. Fifth is distillation. We can separate two miscible liquids if their boiling points are different. And seventh is we can obtain different type of gases from a air mixture by fractional distillation. So let's begin one by one. First is evaporation. Evaporation is the process of substances in which liquid state changes to a gaseous state when we increase its temperature. And evaporation is used to separate a solid non-volatile component which is dissolved in liquid or volatile component. So here you can see ink, for example ink, separating dye from the water, because ink is made up of dye and water. When we heat ink into this china dish watch glass and we increase the temperature, what happen? All the water which is present in the dye vaporize and there is a solid left behind which is a dye. So this way we can separate solid from liquid, solid which is dissolved in liquid form. So another example is separating sugar from water. When we heat glucose water in our kitchen, what happened? After some time you see a solid crust left behind and all the water vaporizes. This process is known as evaporation. In many parts of the world, table salt is obtained from the evaporation of seawater. The heat for the process comes from the sun. So once the seawater in this evaporation pond has evaporated, the salt can be harvested. This is the picture that shows how we can harvest salt from seawater by evaporating process. So centrifugation, second is centrifugation. Centrifugation is used for the separation of particle from a solution according to their size, shape and density. For example, cream from full fat milk is separated by using centrifugation machine or milk churner. If you see in your kitchen, there is a milk churner which can separate a denser particle from less denser particle, lighter particle. Milk is more denser than cream. So cream is separated out from this milk if you churn a full fat cream by milk churner or by using centrifugation machine. So basically what we have to do is that we have to spin it at very high speed so that lighter particle or less denser, which is having less density, is separated from more denser particle which is having high density. So this is the basic principle behind this. Now third is by using separating funnel. This process is known as decantation process, in which we can separate two immiscible liquid by using this process, separating funnel. For example, kerosene not mixes with water. Kerosene oil and water cannot mixes. Immiscible liquid means they form a immiscible liquid, that means not forming a homogeneous mixture. So they cannot form homogeneous mixture, so they can easily be separated by using the separating funnel. Let us stand for some time and don't disturb this solution. And what you see that here kerosene oil is separated from the water. Now by seeing properly, we can remove this water from kerosene oil, in which we can separate lower layer of water carefully, and this way two substances easily separate out by this separating funnel. So basically liquid separate into different layer, it's all depends on their densities. Now fourth is sublimation process. Sublimation is a process in which solid on heating directly converted into gaseous form without passing into it liquid form. For example, ammonium chloride changes directly from solid to gaseous state on heating. So to separate such mixture that contain a sublimable volatile component from a non-sublimable impurities like salt in this case, the sublimation process is used. Some example of such are like ammonium chloride, camphor, naphthalene and anthracene. So basically the basic principle behind this is non-sublimable compound can be separated from sublimable compound. Here we heat this ammonium chloride and it directly convert into this solidified on the wall upon heating. So it directly convert liquid to solid, liquid to gas, and then solidified on the wall of this jar. Here you can see from this diagram that here is a ammonium chloride in solid form. Upon heating, it will directly convert into vapor form or a gaseous form without passing into liquid form. Here gas directly convert again into solid form, which can be collected from the jar. So this way we can remove impurity from the components. Now fifth is distillation. What is distillation? It is a process of separating two miscible liquid from the two or more miscible liquid from the mixture by using selective boiling point, and then we should do the condensation so that we can obtain desired component. For example, you can see if we take acetone and water, they form a miscible liquid. So how we can obtain acetone from the water, this solution? Pure acetone, how we can obtain pure acetone? So what we have to do is that we have to heat this mixture, and what happen at particular boiling point of acetone, which is different from the water, is vaporize, and then it will go this way, and after here is this water outlet, and you can see this condenses and this condenses and form a acetone liquid here. So you can see how we can obtain acetone from the water if both are dissolved and form a miscible solution. So this way we can obtain different component from their mixture by distillation process. Now 6 is chromatography. This process of separation of components of a mixture is known as chromatography. Chroma basically mean hota hai color. This technique was first used for separation of colors, so this name was given, and chromatography is the technique used for separation of those solute that dissolve in the same solvent. For example, what we have to do is that we have to take a thin strip of filter paper. This is filter paper, and we put a mark. This is this is a spot of ink. We put a spot of ink and then what we have to do is that we have to put this filter paper into this jar that is having a water, but this point or this spot of ink should not be touched that water. only the filter paper strip can touch the water. Now you can see the water rises, and this is also rises. Now you can see the component which is more soluble in water rises faster and gets separated. So this is basically separation of color component of solution, component of mixture. Here you have to remember that the component which is more soluble in water rises faster than other component, and this way they can separate it on this strip. Now seventh is fractional distillation. Air is you can see we can get a different type of air by using fractional distillation. So air is, what is air? Air is a homogeneous mixture of different type of gases and can be separated into component by fractional distillation. Now we have to see, this is air, whole air. We have to compress it and cool by increasing pressure. We have to increase pressure and decrease temperature so that air convert it to liquid air. Now we have to allow it for warming. We have to warm it slowly in fractional distillation column, and liquid air then according to their boiling point they get separated at different heights. For example, oxygen boiling point is minus 183, argon 186, and nitrogen is minus 196. So they get separated at their boiling point when we start them heating. So this way we can separate gases, different type of gases from air mixture. So basically this method is used for this purpose. So this is the fractional distillation unit in which we can get different type of gases at different heights depending upon their boiling points.